And we are back. Hope you were able to make the most of your break. You know, check the stove, check the oven, check the fires, check everything.
Yeah.
Before you wreck everything, you know?
Because everything is fine where we are, right? There's nothing on fire. There's...
Yeah. Well, not my house. That's all that matters.
Exactly. We're fine. As we are getting into our second matchup, our second show match of the night. We just wrapped up with our Korean show match. Now we're here with our European show match instead. Now, this is a last minute change here to our matchup coming up ahead of us. Both Eva and Jumy did agree on a best of 7 instead of a best of 5.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
The drama continues.
the drama, Bobby, the drama. Here we go. Again, for those who don't know, Eva and Jumy, good friends. They are good friends. They even played a couple of team games with each other as well. But then something did occur. There was a bit of a dispute, if you will, between the two of them.
Yeah. Jumy and Eva, they were 2v2 partners to the end. And apparently the end was... them coming in second place in one of the WarVD TVT 2v2 tournaments, because in the next one, or in the next 2v2 cup that Eva played in, he didn't play with Jumy.
Yeah, didn't play. Did not play with him, did leave him behind. Alas, the friendship was broken, the drama was there, and now we're here to bring them back together, to force them to play together. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let us go. And again, this is gonna be best of 5 now. Best of 7. As a reminder as well, they did ask me coming into this match as well. Specifically, Eva asked me if he could switch races in the middle of the series, and we are allowing that. So at some point we might see one kind of Eva, at another point we might see another Eva instead.
Oh, is it the one that's friendly with Jumy, or the one that is unfriendly to him? The one that initiated the divorce.
Oh no.
Which will win out in the end? Who will win out in the end? We'll see.
We'll see. We will see, as we're going to be jumping into game number 1. And we're going to be kicking off our best of 7.
Let's go.
Let us go. As game 1 is going to be on Frostline.
Apparently used to be called Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
That was trademarked. So, regardless, we're going to be kicking off our best of 7. Best of 7 show match over here on Frostline. Over here in the bottom left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom left. We, of course, have our blue Protoss player coming out from the land of Germany. He is, of course, going to be representing his new team, the Streamer Zone. GG. He used to be 4. Now he's just
Let's go. Best of 9. Time for a best of 69, Bobby. Spawning in the top right-hand corner.
Well, I guess this is spoilers.
There we go. We have in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Zerg player from the land of the UK representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Eva. There we go. Yeah, they agree.
Well,
let's go.
I wonder who wins this one.
Jimy's like, I don't know. Only if I lose. Like, no, you're stuck with me forever. Now
you gotta commit. This is why.
Yeah.
This is why.
No.
You couldn't commit. This is why I didn't choose you as my 2v2 partner. After that.
This is why I left you. Okay, we can't decide. We have to decide now. Oh,
Well, it's been decided. Good boy. Oh, this is getting too spicy for the stream.
We gotta get rid of them, mate. It's over. It's okay.
Yes. See, this is why 4Jumy is the good guy in our narrative.
Exactly.
Because we think the same.
Oh god. As we're settling in, there's no probe scout, as Eva is pointing out here. Eva, he has no need for one. He's going to be settling him back at home, getting to a standard opener. And alas, Eva, he's missing the probe. He's missing it.
Yeah, but you know what, Eba, he knows Heroes of the Storm, so I gotta reevaluate. You know,
Uh-huh.
who's the good guy?
True. Also,
In the arc.
my apologies as we're getting into this. If you're in the chat, predictions are open. Place your
Well-
bets as who you believe will take the series.
Yeah, I would have said maybe delay predictions just because of the circumstance of the chat, but yeah, I guess it's not that big of a deal. It's just a show match.
Exactly. We're diving into those predictions here. We are still in the midst of deciding how the series would even play out. Meanwhile, going to be a Twilight Council opener out of Jumy.
Indeed, it is Twilight Council opening, but you know, no scout, so a little bit of a risk. Oof. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I think I know who I'm gonna write as the bad guy in this arc.
It's true.
That's harsh.
It is Oliva's fault. 100%. As with this Twilight
but
Council,
the redemption arc, he's sorry.
he has to. Does he mean it though? That's the thing. He has to mean it.
True.
As the Overlord is going to be denied entry to the main by the initial Stalker, we of course have confirmation is going to be Twilight Council into a Dark Shrine out of Jumy, and Eva is going to be in the dark.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not going to be the only one.
Ah,
As the mind games, I
Yeah.
love it coming out here for Jumy. He's
Jumy.
like, oh, I wouldn't want you to see to die to any DTs that I'm making. That he actually is making.
He is exactly. There is truth behind these words because again, Jumy, he doesn't lie.
Yeah, but Eba, he projects that his opponents always lie.
The projection is real. Oh no. It's a toxic relationship. As we are going to be joining up. Eba does go for safety spore crawlers in the main. Why? Because does he trust Jumy? Does he trust him?
Yeah, he's been burnt too many times, you know? He's been darkened too many times.
Yeah. Exactly, Adepts, they do shade towards the third base. So far, Lings, they do collapse in. One of the drones going to be going down. Nice movement here at Eba. Is going to shade into the natural, but the Lings are in position.
Yeah, is able to chase away these Adepts for the time being. I think, yep, Eba has caught onto the shades. Never mind. I was going to say he's caught onto the shades. He's going to try to body block with his queens, but yeah, it wasn't quite the case here.
Yeah, exactly.
As it turns out.
Yeah, no sport at the third base. Sport's going to be repositioning. Drones are going to be going down. 7 drone kills already, and he's not done. Warping in another wave of DTs.
And the spine crawler, the spore crawler, it has to burrow to give detection, but it will not. All of these drones are forfeit.
Exactly. 13 workers going down. The hatchery as well is going to be falling. And Jumy, you know, he's like, Papi, I even told you what I was doing. Why don't you trust me?
You never believed me. That was the problem.
You never listen. You never listen to what I have to say. Oh, Kirby. You didn't believe him. That's why there was no spore.
There was no trust.
Not like this.
You mistook his kindness for weakness.
As the fighting words are coming out as the drop alert, as the prism drop does come in. The Archons have arrived. He gets 1, and he's going to be getting 3 Overlords here in total. Eba moving out across the map will attempt to delay the third base. The third will finish, but the third is exposed.
Yeah, nothing back at home here for Jumy to really defend that third, but then again, Eva's army not looking too hot here on the other side. Walt Prism very, very low, but will end up surviving, will end up saving the Archons.
Yeah, meanwhile, across the map, that was a full HP third base, and as you mentioned, nothing at home to defend. The base goes down, and both players lose their third bases. Oh my god.
Oh, but at least it's a cancel here for Eva.
They're still making more DTs.
So, you know, he gets a little bit of a refund. Might as well. I mean, not a lot of protection here.
True. No doubt. There we go. Overseer is going to be coming in, but the DTs, they blink into the main.
Oof. Beautifully done, and sure does detection, but those roaches have a long march to get into that main.
Yeah, the Archons, they do threaten the natural, trying to buy time. DTs are going for the expansion, bit ambitious here, and Jumy, he will not get the main base. Eba, he defends at the natural, he defends in the main, but the third base gets cancelled time and time again.
Yeah, Eva could be penned back in to 2 bases. Jumy, meanwhile, was able to sneak out a 3rd base over here. He is starting to warp in back at home. And, I mean, that's a lot of links, so he doesn't want to get surrounded. He doesn't want to get caught out, but yeah, Jumy's going to eventually be able to deal with this. Unlike Eva on the other side of the map, who barely doesn't kill the Warp Prism.
Yeah, the Prism survives once again. DT's at neither 3rd expansion here, at least towards the top side. We can see Eva still trying to expand behind this to go for a Spire, going into Mass Muta. The Mutas, they will hunt down the Prism, but the Archons can somewhat trade, but the Archons are low, and the Archons are going to go down.
And just like that, Eba finds himself a whole ton of breathing room. He's taking map control once again with these Mutalisks. He's taking control of his life again.
Exactly, he's doing it all on his own, okay? As he hits the 3rd base, Rogue's going to be going down. The entire mineral line does fall. Archons are quite in position. There's almost no anti-air here. There's 1 Sentry, there's 1 Stalker, 2 more warping in, and the Mass Muta is overwhelming.
You know, never underestimate sentries, but yeah, at the same time, never underestimate Mutalisks either.
Oh yeah, meanwhile, DT's a blink into the main base. No detection! Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think the Spore Crawler was relocated, and yeah, that Overseer's not anywhere in position. It's slowly making its way, and there's not enough transfuses to keep that lair alive.
Yeah, the lair goes down. Overseer does try to wander in, takes down 1 DT, and even though Eba gets a mineral line, Jumy gets the main, and Eba, he's stuck on a 2-base economy, on a less than a 2-base economy.
Yeah, he is seeking out a ninja, though. I appreciate that.
True. Is getting a ninja expansion towards the center of the map. Jumy back at home, still building up his immortals, building up his stalkers. His main army is building up every time, but the Mutas still have potential.
Yeah, still very, very mobile. I mean, I think this is the first time this evening we're seeing StarCraft 2 Mutalisks. I feel like I've gotten used to the Brute War Mutalisks and how slow they are.
Yeah, anyway, he's back with those Mutas. He's being active, rotating in between the bases, trying to keep a handle here on Jumy. He cannot fight this head on, though. Again, that's a lot of Archons, and oh god!
Yeah, and these Mutas are starting to box themselves in a little bit, starting to bunch up a little bit too much. Oh, there's no easy exit here for the Mutas.
Yeah, there's no easy way out. The Mutas are going to be pinned in. Likewise, the expansion is being saturated as we speak. He does try to break out. The Archons are quite in position.
Yeah, will take a couple of hits, but ultimately will escape with his life.
Yeah, Eba, he breaks free. He does break out. Behind this, still saturating his bases, getting into and rotating over into the natural base. Once again, denying some of the static defense, killing probes and just keeping Jumy busy.
Yeah, just making sure that he can't comfortably get up to his 3-base economy that he would like to his well, I say transition. It looks much more likely that Jumy's just gearing up for a +2 timing.
Yeah, he's getting into Ling, Bane, Muta. It's a risky maneuver here out of Eba. He's basically just going mass Muta. If the Archon count gets a little bit too high, then Jumy can snowball out of control. Bearing in mind, Jumy does not have Storm. He does not have a high Templar, so his Archon count is quite limited. But he is catching out a couple of these Mutas.
Yeah, Blink finished up over here for Jumy, so he's able to catch a couple of these Mutas. Eba, he just wants to buy time. He draws the army away from his ninja. You'll love to see it. But Jumy, he's going to scout it anyway. And he's going to be able to send all of his immortals. Very useful in the fight. He's going to take out the base.
Yeah, the base is going to go down. Mutas at the same time going for another counterattack towards that natural. Jumy somewhat in position here as all the Mutas, they run into the army. Up!
Yeah, a lot of them starting to get taken out. Jumy splitting his army beautifully. Once again, just locking these Mutas into position.
Yeah, it does lock them in. Nice blink. Ooh, but there's no high ground vision. There we go. Hallucination to try to gain some kind of vision here, but blink is now on cooldown, and the Mutas, they do make their way out.
And these Mutas are slippery.
Yeah.
They find these little gaps in for Jumy's army and just escaping with their lives.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't make it out in the end. Prism across map going for a counterattack, but alas, there are plenty of queens, plenty of Mutas as well. We can see Eba going for another ninja expansion. We'll see if he can make use of it though, because Jumy, he's had enough waiting. He's pushing.
Yeah. This is way too much Protoss.
Yeah, 3 Archons, massive mortal, he's got Stalkers as well, and we're going for base trade. Eba, he knows he cannot fight this army, he's going for a massive counterattack instead, and we'll see if he's able to bring down the army here. Bailey's, they do crash in, probes are going to be going down. Oh, but Jumy, he always has the recall, he has an army back at home.
Yeah, he has the recall, but he might not even need it. Yeah, Eva's army is a little bit scattered, and that's a lot of Stalkers and a lot of, okay, not that many Archons, but enough to really wipe out the Mutalists that Eva has in the sky.
Yeah, I'm not so sure if Eva can actually break the natural base. We have a massive wall of Stalkers. We have the Archons in position as well. Jumy does make his way into the main, is slowly pushing his way forward. Likewise, Eva also busting to natural.
Yeah, Archon goes down. 2 Archons going to go down, but that's still a lot of Stalkers. Now, keep in mind, Jumy can't remake these Stalkers, but he has that recall available to him. I don't think he's gonna need to.
He's turning around. He's turning around. I mean, he killed the 3rd base. He killed the natural. The main base, I mean, he just leaves a couple of immortals to clean everything up, and he's racing back home. The Mutants do have one of the Stalkers, so the Stalkers are going to be falling. No detection! No!
None whatsoever. DT is going to be cleaning up these roaches, and with that, for Jumy, he may only have 6 workers, but Eva's running out rapidly. Ninja Base even gets caught out.
Yeah, Ninja Base gets found. Jumy's going to be able to shut it down. Likewise, as you mentioned, Jumy, his economy may be in the gutter here, but he will be able to survive. Will be able to shut down these mutants, and he's killing every building across the map.
Yeah, eventually he can just get the victory. Like the kill victory, but I don't think he's gonna need to.
Yeah, GG's called. GG gets called. There was like 2 buildings left, and Jumy takes game number 1.
GG. Well, we're getting a best of 7 regardless, as Jumy, he committed either way. You know, the terms initially were if he loses, but in the end, you know, well, twas willing to compromise.
You say that Eva forced it, okay? I don't know if there was agreement between the players. Eva, he is going to be, of course, enforcing the best of 7 rule set here. So we are getting to that best of 7. Yeah. And game 2 is going to be on Abyssal Reef.
Ooh. A little bit more old school. Neither of these players were pro back then.
So you're gonna say they were born?
They were in the map pool.
No,
they were already born.
Yeah.
They were just kind of young, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Still learning to walk as we were all under the sea, and here we go. We're getting into game number 2.
And they learned to swim first. That's pretty impressive. But regardless, yes, we're getting into game number 2 of our best of 7. ShowMatch here, our PvZ ShowMatch, and over here in the top bottom right-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom right-hand corner, but also in chat, cheering for his opponent, funnily enough. We have our blue Protoss player coming down from the land of Germany. He is, of course, going to be representing Streamer Zone GG. He is the protagonist, of Arcade Trauma. We have Jumy.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the red Zerg player from the land of the UK representing the Platinum Heroes down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. It is Eva.
This is why we make Jumy the protagonist. Sportsmanship. You know?
Yeah, there you go. We have the GLHF.
Didn't have to. Yeah. Neither of them had to GLHF, but Jumy. GLHF.
Yeah. There you go. I don't think Eva knows how. I don't think they know how this game works. I'll be honest. I don't think they understand. God damn it. Este Jumy, Este Eva. They're like, we can say whatever we want. They can't see us. They can't. They don't know.
Oh, we can talk shit.
Oh no. What I was gonna say here is that Jumy, of course, initially did ponder the idea of having a best of 7. Clearly, he just wants to spend more time with Eva. Just wants to spend more time with her.
True. Yeah, he knows that you know, if this is potentially gonna be one of the last times they see each other, so you know you gotta savor it. Gotta be a best of 69.
Exactly. Let's go. As we do have our initial openers. Once again, by the way, 2 games in a row, Jumy, no probe scout. Which which means he's allowing Eba to expand every time.
Ah, look at that. He's so gracious.
Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, sure, he DT'd the hell out of Eba, but remember, he told him.
Yeah.
He did tell him. No. As Eba is going to be going in with the Overlord Scouts, and this time, Jumy, his tech of choice, is going to be not a Twilight Council, but a Stargate.
Yeah, switching things up considerably here. I'm not used to these lings not being bipedal. I'm not gonna lie, Light.
Yeah, there's less spikes on their tails as well. You know, they're smooth, if you will.
Yeah, hunched over a little bit. So, you know, these are the lings that are me. It's crawling on all fours, no hair.
Jumy didn't lose any workers, by the way, so it's very clean defense there to Jumy. No. Very nicely done. And across the map, he does get into the mineral line. Oh.
Yeah, conversely, Eva's going to be losing workers. So.
Yeah, 2 drones going to be going down. A bit of a rougher start here for Eba. The Adepts, they do keep going in. He wants another drone. Does shade into the main.
Will be taking out another drone.
3 drone kills across the map. Very nice trades here out of Jumy. And behind this, I assumed was going to be going for an Oracle opener, but no, he's going to be going for the Phoenix. I mean, Oracle into Phoenix. True.
True.
The salt is coming out a little bit here for
Eba. Eba kind of got the worst deal out of that.
He did, yeah.
The worst deal out of settlement, you know? He's now realizing, yeah.
You know, this might
gotten the prenup.
This game may make him play Protoss, by the way. We have yet to experience the Protoss Eba, but he does deny the third. Not bad.
Yeah. Got a couple of things popping out.
Oh!
We'll be trying to keep Jumy contained, but we have the Oracle from earlier did get recalled. We'll be able to clean out the rest of the links. I mean, already Eba's getting some decent damage with those slings. Just delaying the third base in itself is pretty worthwhile. I say that, but I don't think Jumy wants this game to last much longer because that is a 2-base fleet beacon.
Yeah, he's rushing into Sky Toss. Either going to be a rush into double Tempest production or double Carrier production. Either way, Jumy, he's just rushing into what he does best, the Sky Toss. I mean, I should say what is done best on Abyssal Reef, as this map is very defendable. Very defendable on 2, 3, 4, 5 bases. So this is the map where you can rush into Sky Toss in such a way. But I don't know if you noticed, Eba rushed into a very fast lair, and he's rushing into Hydras.
Yeah, so on low numbers, he's actually going to be able to defend against an early Tempest Rush or an early Carrier Rush. It all depends on whether or not Eba banks his units.
Yeah, and Jumy, I wonder if he did scout. He did confirm the early lair timing. That is a bit of a tell that something is amiss. This was around a 4:30 lair into a fast Hydroden. Oracles are coming in for a scout. Jumy trying to get a read on what's going on. He does see the gases, and technically this could be a fast Hydras. It could also be a fast Spire into Mutaplay as well. So Jumy still has to piece it all together here as to what's going on as carriers are on the way.
Yeah, Carriers, generally a good bet, regardless. But, yeah, he's going to have to be careful with them. He doesn't want to just trickle them in one after the other.
Yeah, as we do see Jumy poking in, gets eyes an extra gas geysers as well. Adepts a shade in towards the natural base, confirming the gas is at least at the natural. He's going to be cleaned up though. Eba will shut down the Adepts as carriers are building up, and Eba himself is not actually aware of what's going on.
Just happily expanding back at home. Oracle finally gets dealt with, but I believe Jumy was able to confirm the Hydras.
Yeah, I believe so. Meanwhile, Jumy, I mean, with fast Hydras comes a Nidus Worm. Let's go. So it's going to be an early Nidus attack here from from Eba. And Jumy, will he have enough anti-air or have enough in the air to survive? He is going to barely have 3 carriers. In a couple of seconds, 3 carriers, that may be enough.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on how early he scouts, right? How early he's going to be able to intercept the Nidus, and, you know, whether or not he's going to be able to get in a good position, you know, maybe deny some high ground vision here from Eba.
Yeah, Eba is going to work as a 3-base saturation, so he's going for a 3-base all-in mass Hydra with Ling reinforcements. Roxa being knocked down. Eba, he's pushing towards that third, and Jumy is still unaware as to what's going on, but the carries are revealed. Oh my god.
They have revealed themselves. We don't quite have critical mass yet, so I'm worried for Jumy. I'm not sure if moving across the map like this is the right call.
Yeah, I like this from Eva. He saw the carriers, he backs off, he's reinforcing. Ideally, he wants to try to catch the carriers out on the map.
And he's got to bunch up his Hydras together. He's got to jump right underneath these carriers and ideally not have to deal with the interceptors individually. He's regrouping with a much larger army, and Jumy, he's got no forces here. Back home, he's got no defenses. Force recall.
There we go. There's a recall. Back at home, only one shield battery, more side defenses on the way. He does engage with the Hydras, but there's so many Hydras, and the interceptors, there's just not enough of them. There's not enough here on the ground. Not enough not enough Protoss, not enough Sky Toss.
Yeah, interceptors very quickly getting dealt with one after the other. It takes time and it takes money to remake all of these interceptors. Just as a reminder, we have another Nidus Worm popping out just behind the natural base. And if we just look at that supply, Jumy, he can't afford to split up his army.
Yeah, exactly. And Eva, he blindly went into a Hydra rush, into a Hydra all-in. He had no idea as to what he was pushing into until, I mean, he was already across the map. He gets a kill on the natural. He can rotate over towards the natural as well, jumping in and out of the Nidus. The carrier count is getting quite high, though. That is a lot of carriers, but it's not going to be enough. GG gets called, and Eva, he fights back.
That was a lot of carriers, but barely any interceptors, so... In the end, doesn't really matter how many carriers you have out. GG, Eva could be fighting back, tying up our series 1-1. Jordan's still got a lot of fight in him, yeah?
Yeah, GG, well played. I appreciate the build out of Jumy, but again, Eba, he was having none of it. Ahead of time, he was preparing with the fast lair into the fast Hydra rush. Again, he had no confirmation in the main base as to what was going on, but he committed nonetheless, and he was able to, just buy his time, once he saw the carriers, able to just bank up extra Hydras and snowball out of control from there. As you pointed out as well, Jumy wasn't really aware of the Hydra all-in that was coming his way, so back at home, he was missing site defense. He had one shield battery at the third base, so he just wasn't ready for the assault, for the attack. As I don't know if you can hear it, oh my god, very quickly, just as the game ends,
about that.
Yeah, just as the game ends, everyone, happy new year. Happy new year, everyone, as we have just reached midnight here in Australia. Can you hear those fireworks? Can you?
I heard a...
Okay. they're popping off right now. Oh my god. I can see them off in the distance.
We're in the future.
We are. So happy new year, one and all. Again, this is also a reason as to why we did host the show matches here at this time, to celebrate the new year together. So welcome everyone to 2025. We smell burning in the air. Yaku, I'm sure that's also a reason why, as to potentially why you smell burning as well. And if fireworks are also going to be popping off over where you are, but regardless, Happy New Year.
PM, so.
True.
Yeah, for a while.
I mean, here the fireworks, they start early.
And also it rained earlier today, so.
True.
we might still see fireworks. It stopped raining.
Okay, fair enough. But Feliz Año Nuevo, papi. Feliz. How do you say Happy New Year in Mandarin? There you go. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but okay.
Hongbao Nalai.
Okay. Take it away.
Hey, it's spawning over here in the top right hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the top right. We of course have our blue Protoss player coming out from the land of Germany. They're still living in the past over there, so you know. Time to embrace the future. We have our blue Protoss player. He is going to be representing Streamer Zone. We have negotiating maps. It is Jumy.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Zerg player from the land of the UK representing the platinum here. Oh! It is Eva!
Yeah, boy!
He's his king, Bobby.
The feelings are back.
They're back.
The regret.
It's like they started spending time together. They played team games again for the first time. Let's go.
The memories. This is where we play the flashback sequence.
Yes, yes. Exactly. Oh no. Not like this. As it was an early Ling, it was an early pool timing here out of Iba. Lings have arrived. They do threaten the expansion. Behind this, Iba is going for his own natural base, going for delayed gases, and he does keep Jumy pinned back at home. As Jumy just slapping away.
Jumy.
Yeah, he's rejecting him. He's like, "You're my king." And he's like, "You're an animal."
Yeah. You bloody donkey. He knew that Baby Lings was gonna pop up in the chat, so that's why.
There you go. As we are gonna be settling in.
Oh yeah, the donkey.
I mean, what I was gonna say here is that I don't blame Iba for going for an earlier pool. If you remember, Lings, they do slip into the main. But if you remember, Jumy did not probe scout in game 1 or game 2. No probe scout whatsoever. But he did probe scout here in game 3. So there was a probe scout. Yeah. So in the end, that's why he was able to prepare in time. Lings, they do slip into the middle line. Probes are going down.
It's almost like they know each other.
True.
It's almost like, he's familiar with what Iba likes to do in these sorts of scenarios.
Exactly. Almost. Remember our time spent together. As we do have our initial Stargate opener out of Jumy. Supply blocking Iba.
Well, it's a Stargate now, but it was actually a Twilight Council. Initially, he canceled it after Iba scouted.
Okay.
Then he threw it down. You'll love to see it.
Exactly, and there's a lot going on here. So as you mentioned, Jumy is going to be going for the Stargate. Iba is not fully aware. Checking the vision, Iba only saw the Twilight Council. He did not see the switch, and Iba staying on 2 bases that much longer. Iba rushing into a fast lair. Very fast lair. Even faster than last game.
Very ambitious, yeah. Iba getting a Roach Warren out now, and the wall wasn't quite a full wall, but now it is, and we do have quite a couple of units to really plug that hole. Oracle going to be coming out. Jumy going to be... I'm not sure if he's going to be... Yeah, he's not rallying across the map just yet, but that could actually be troublesome. He doesn't realize that roaches are going to be coming out after the Lings.
Yeah, and I'm curious what the lair is going to be spent on. I'm curious if this is going to lead into a roach all-in from the side of Iba, as he is walling up. I mean, you can see he's getting ready for Glaive Adepts. He's getting ready to fully wall off against Glaive Adepts. Little does he know that there's no Glaives. I mean, there's no Adepts. It's just Oracle.
Yeah. Oracles that can help defend, although by not as effectively against roaches. I do like the roach follow-up from Iba, is what I'm getting at. You know, he's playing things safe right now, but he can continue to bank units and go for a counterattack once he realizes, wait a minute, it's not a Twilight Council anymore.
Yeah, the players are saturating. Jumy's getting a starbase behind this. The army has arrived, and the Oracles are making their way across the map as well. Iba is not quite ready. He cancels a Spore. He believes, again, that it is a Twilight Council. I mean, he sees all the Adepts.
Yeah, he sees all the Adepts, but he also sees that they're Glaiveless, and so he's got to be scratching his head a little bit right now, as the Oracles don't reveal themselves quite yet, but they're getting ready in position, and now they reveal themselves, and Iba, he's kicking himself.
And Iba, right now...
He's kicking himself like a donkey.
I can... Do they kick themselves? I can hear it already. Iba, he's saying, hey, I thought you don't lie. I thought you always told the truth, huh, Jumy? Huh? What's going on?
Yeah. Iba, he's getting ready for his big monologue. He's like, betrayer. In truth, I was the one betrayed.
He's like, this is why I don't trust you anymore, Jumy, okay? Yeah. You one day you told me the truth, the other you lied to me to my face. You know, how do I know when you're being serious? How do I know when you're being real?
He's like, you see, it wasn't just my fault.
Oh god. As additional Oracles have arrived.
Yeah, I was kind of doubting the defenses here for Jumy, but it looks like when you have enough zealots and you have a good surround, that's all you really need. Immortal gonna be out as well, so yeah, Jumy gonna be forcing this back. Iba going all in.
I mean, yeah,
that's,
he's forced all in, right? Because of all those drone kills, he lost so many workers across the map. Iba is down to 39 workers. He has to all in here and now, but now there's an Immortal. GG. And Jumy, he does a big brain his opponent. Jumy takes a lead. Oh my god.
GG. Oof.
I'm
Ouch.
I'm
Howie.
telling you, man.
That-
Again, the cancel tech, like Evo was completely deceived. Like he believed it was the Twilight
Yeah.
Council. He believed that there was going to be a ground army, and it was completely caught off guard.
Yeah. Fully. That was actually a 100% serious question from Eba. That was a 100% concern because Jumy, he doesn't go for tricks like that. He's genuinely worried something's up with Jumy. That Jumy would be so sneaky.
There you go. Look, Jumy's a changed man, okay? In their time apart, Jumy, he's been experimenting and exploring his own self, if you will, and he's found that, you know what? Sometimes, you know, deception, it can work in your favor. True.
Look, you know, pain, it changes people.
It does. It does. Really, it's Eba's fault. Like, Eba made him do it. I'm still on Jumy's side. As we're getting into our next game here, as we're getting into as Jumy takes a lead. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And
in this best of 7 series, and oh boy. Here we go. We're getting into game number 4, and you know what? We just said pain changes people. And Eba, he was pardon me, I choked on myself. He was deeply hurt after that game, after that deception.
Yep, and that means that now he's playing seriously. He is playing his main race.
Indeed, he is. We are going to be continuing our best of 7 match here on Amygdala. We're here in the top right-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the top right. We have our blue Protoss player coming out from the land of Germany. He is, of course, going to be representing his team, Streamer Zone. Call him Starscream, because you wouldn't expect him to be a Decepticon. We have Jumy.
Why is he Starscream and not Megatron? What's going on?
Because Megatron, right from the beginning, well, I guess Starscream also at the beginning, but you know, in that one CGI cartoon, Starscream like switched sides 20 times.
He did. Yeah.
He switched from Decepticon to Autobot to Decepticon to Autobot.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know,
funny. Oh god.
I was just gonna say, I'm liking this. I'm liking the pain. I'm liking the drama coming out here. You know, he's not holding anything back anymore. Eba, the gloves are off.
The gloves are off.
He doesn't have to play with kitty gloves anymore.
Yeah.
You know, he knows that Jumy, he's a different man. He's a different man. Eba doesn't have to play nice.
The pants are down. Here we go. Sporting in the bottom left corner. We have him himself. We have the Protoss, not the Zerg player from the UK. It is, for the Platinum Heroes, Eba. You wanted me to scout. Oh. Mind games. He's going for the proxy. Oh, he did.
He did, actually. Oof.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The 4D chess mace made Jumy. He is one step ahead.
You love to see it.
I can't confirm if it was or wasn't the 12 pool. I wasn't quite paying attention at the time. 15, 14. It's fine. Look, it's all the same to Jumy, okay? It's just an early pool. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like a pool, it's a pool. They're all early.
We
have double proxies coming out, by the way. Well, I say double proxies. Eba didn't commit her proxy.
There we go. We have the proxy Stargate out of Jumy. We have the regular Stargate out of Eba. Eba, he is looking for the proxy, and it looks like Eba, he will barely miss the Stargate.
Oh!
Yaku, you're a little bit
painful.
younger than I am. What does RTTY mean? What does RTTY mean? Is that a thing? Is that
Riddy, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah, you get Riddy with it.
yeah. Well, you don't know. You just
you get Riddy, yeah.
Yeah? You're ready. Oh, God.
Fucking Riddy's weak. You're Riddy. No, wait. fucking leads already.
What are you even saying? What are you even... as we do have the Oracle diving into the main, the Oracle does dive in, nothing in position, probes are going to be going down. Thankfully there is a shield battery, so that will save some of these workers. Eba going to try to commit across the map, sending out his stalkers, but we're on a Amygdala. It takes a long time to get across the map, and we're getting even more probe kills, 5 kills in total, and no anti-air.
None. I was going to say none yet, but yeah, none whatsoever. As the Oracle does pop out. Stalkers, as you mentioned, did finally make it back home, but yeah, too little too late at this point, it feels.
Yeah, as we do have Eba moving out across the map and going for his own counterattack, but Jumy, he's aware, he's already in position. There's a shield battery in the middle line, stalkers are warping in to defend back at home, and the second Oracle has arrived, but there are stalkers in position, and Eba, this time he will defend, but he is going to be playing from behind, at least economically.
Yeah, it's very much an uphill battle here from Eba. You know, I thought he was already in his villain arc, but no, apparently I haven't seen nothing yet. I haven't seen nothing yet. This is now Eba entering his villain arc.
Exactly.
Because, oh boy, if that was anything to turn somebody to the dark side, I feel like this would be it.
Oh no, not like this, Papi, not like this. As the Phoenix has arrived, does end up catching an Oracle, very nicely done. We can see Jumy trying to intercept, he does reinforce with those stalkers, and can he save the Oracle? Up!
Gonna try, the high energy Oracle will go down.
Yeah,
and the Phoenix will live, so good pick off here from Eba.
Yeah, at the same time, Oracle does hit the natural, gets 2 probe kills, Eba getting some damage. Jumy still has a worker lead, but he does at least Eba is able to bounce back in some way, shape, or form. He's able to claw, is closing the way back in. Still trying to expand, still trying to saturate. Behind this, Jumy does go into immortal production.
Yeah, just really rounding himself off.
No shield battery.
Well, thankfully there are stalkers to chase his way for now.
Likewise, the Phoenix as well. The Oracle is forced to recall, but does get 2 probe kills in the main. Nicely done here by Jumy. And again, without a shield battery, this main base is still very exposed, so Jumy can always try to dive back in. Likewise, Eba going for the stasis here at the natural.
Quick moves out of Jumy though. Oh, the spray! I love it.
The Doge in the face of the stasis.
Yeah.
Oh my
it's just
God.
gonna be stuck there forever, yeah, in stasis.
These goddamn millennials.
It's a very excitable dome. It's a very good boy.
It is, he is, yeah. It's got that poke face going on. Love to see it. As Jumy is pushing out, he is committing here. We do have the Immortal, we have Force Field as well. Blink is not done for either player, so Force Fields are going to be a big factor for both sides in this next engagement.
And this is going to be the killing blow coming out here. Or Jumy, rather, is going to get the killing blow, but we'll see if he's able to really land it. Shield battery out of energy, and unfortunately no energy on the Nexus for an energy overcharge.
Yeah,
Immortal will get walled in, but it's an Immortal versus Stalkers.
Yeah. Exactly, and there's a Warp Prison is there to juggle. He can juggle back, of course. The Phoenix does come in from behind, but the Phoenix is going to be targeted down. The Immortal does survive, and Jumy, he's breaking through.
Like so. GG is called, and Jumy finds himself a match point, you know? If he didn't agree to the terms, or he would have already won.
Yeah.
But he agreed to Eba's terms early on, so... The series is going to continue. Jumy, he finds himself with a very solid lead here, but it ain't over till it's over. And let me tell you, Eba, he's going to be harnessing some dark energy here coming into the rest of the series. I would be worried if I was Jumy right now.
Yeah, here we go. Eba, he is out for blood, and we'll see if Eba commits to the Proto, so if he does switch things up. Again, he was caught off guard by the proxy Stargates. Jumy was able to take a lead from there, able to get ahead, able to maintain that lead as well, and we'll see if Eba can bounce back in this series and make his way towards a longer series, towards even that ace match as well, as our next game is going to be on Ley Lines.
Indeed, we are. Game number 5? Yeah, game number 5. Yeah, I can count.
Yeah, it's good. We are getting into game number 5 here, and we're going to be loading into Ley Lines. It looks like we have made our decision. We're done with the PvPs. Eba is going to be embracing Zerg instead.
Oh no. That cannot end well for him. As we continue our series now, spawning on ley lines. Very magical map, where over here in the top right hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the top right, we have our blue Protoss player coming out from the land of Germany. You know, I'm still on his side, but this could be a Breaking Bad situation. You know, he could flip. We'll see what happens in the remainder of the series. He could flip from protagonist to antagonist. We'll see. As running over here in the top right, we have our blue Protoss player hating on some of these maps. He is going to be representing Streamer Zone. We have Jumy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, Iba, he makes a request, and Jumy, he accepts it here. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, going for the hatch block here at the natural, we have his opponent. We have the red Zerg player from the land of the UK representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Iba.
And just as a reminder to viewers back at home, this was meant to be a best of 5. We already escalated to a best of 7. And now potentially are going to escalate to a best of 9? I'm so glad we were able to cast this. I'm so glad we were able to book these players for our Duckling Showdown this time, Light.
You know what this is, Yaku? You know what this is? This is just a one big therapy session for Jumy and Eva, okay? They're able to just, you know, vent on each other, vent their frustrations, you know, make sure that everyone gets heard as well, and you know what? They can settle the differences here in StarCraft and come together, I'm sure, by the end of it.
Yeah, this is how people settle their differences in the EU, right? They just punch each other.
Oh yeah.
Until they get tired.
Exactly. And then at the very end, they play a sweet like 2v2.
Oh yeah. They punch each other, and then that's how, you know, the connection is made. They're like, I understand you now. It's very anime.
It is. It's very weeaboo. You're not wrong.
Ironically, here in Asia, our way of dealing with settling differences is to be passive aggressive.
They're gonna say is to just not talk to the other person. You just.
I mean, that's part of it, you know.
Yeah,
that is part of the passive aggression.
It just festers within until one day you just go all out and you just get rid of them. It's just over. So, oh god.
Yeah. Well, before that happens, you're secretly hoping that they just leave. The wall's not a wall, by the way.
It's not a wall.
They're able to stream on through.
They do stream in. I mean,
Protoss units.
Yeah, the adept count, the Zelda count. Ooh, the creep tumor is denied. The queen is going to go down, and Jumy, he will eventually clean this up. And back at home, Eba expands, and Eba is droning.
Yeah. So mission accomplished? Question mark for Eva?
Yeah, I mean,
he delays the natural.
He does. He delays the natural quite heavily, but now he has to deal with kind of the bed that he has made here. He has to sleep in the bed, I should say, as we have 4 adepts and 1 zealot, and we're about to go for a counterattack.
Yeah. Funny enough, that was one of the issues.
What, that Jumy wouldn't make the bed? Or that Eva wouldn't sleep in it? Would he? Oh, God.
These Zoomers, man, they don't know how to make the bed.
They don't. SMH my hedge.
Yeah.
Get ready with it.
Yeah.
God.
So ready.
Oh, God. As we do have Jumy dipping into the bases again. 5 adepts here for Jumy alongside the zealots. Eba is amassing lings though. He has a ling speed now kicking in, and we'll see what Jumy can get done as he does try to skirt his way in between the bases.
Yeah, ideally going to be able to delay the 3rd base for as long as possible. Has to be very, very careful here. He does not want to get his adepts surrounded by all these lings. Big supply block here for Eba.
Yeah, the overload went down, the expansion as well. As you mentioned, Eba, he can't make any units here, but he still has a massive amount of lings, and he's going for the surround.
Yeah, but a recall was popped in time.
Did recall in time. Do have our Twilight Council on the way for Jumy. I mean, Stargate in a Twilight Council all on 2 bases. Bear that in mind. So Jumy is going to be more aggressive. Meanwhile, Eva still trying to break free from that supply block. Still not quite there. And we have our tech of choice going into Glaives.
Because might as well after making this many adepts. And you know what? Might as well to also kind of trigger the PTSD of Eva. He was expecting Glaives on Ultra Love. Just as a reminder, but instead he got a face full of oracles. This time, it actually is going to be Glaives.
There you go. Glaives is on the horizon here. We do have Eva just building up, still messing up more lings and going for his own Baneling Nest. So we have the potential for a Bane Blitz here from Eva. It is not easy dealing with Mass Adept with Ling Bane, but it is possible. As long as we're able to lock down the army and connect with those Banelings, Eva can deal with this.
It all comes down to positioning and also having the units. Having enough units available. Eba, he anticipates the attack, so he's making nothing but lings right now. This is the right call.
Yeah, here we go. He is committing to his own all-in. Jumy does skirt around the edge of the map. Eba completely misses the move out. Now the adepts are revealed.
Yeah, and those Banelings are still in the middle of transitioning. They are now available, but we also have a stasis ward. Already gets popped, and just like that, Eba, he's got his opening.
Banelings, they do crash in, they do connect, stasis goes off. Oh my god, a couple of them are barely safe. At the same time, Eba is setting up across the map for a big counterattack as well. Queens, they try to maintain the souls, they take down one of the oracles, but the Queens are going down.
Yeah, it was a very clutch stasis right towards the end there, but I feel like the damage has already been done here for Eba. Jumy just doesn't really have that many adepts. Now he's got some reinforcements though, and more importantly, he's got glaives.
Yeah, glaives are done. The adepts, they do bust into the mineral line across the map though. Adepts are going to be going down. No, they're barely holding on. And GG gets called. Jumy does take the game here on ley lines.
GG, yeah. I was worried there for a sec, lad. I was really worried for Jumy, but once again, he's going to be continuing this streak, and now he's just 1 game away from winning the best 9.
Yeah, exactly, as he will take it in the end. And yeah, as you mentioned, they did agree on the best of 9. I thought it was
love to see it.
I thought it was a best of 7. I don't know what's happening anymore, I'll be honest.
It's something that, you know, we don't always request, but it's kind of a nice thing when players do send in replays. If we're gonna have a replay cast or something like that, we do ask them to just send in more, so that you know, we're not spoiled as to what the score is immediately. You know, if it's a best of 5 and we only see 3, then it's like, oh well, I guess it's a 3-0 one way or another. So that's something we don't always ask this, but it's nice when the players do add more. And we kind of thought that was a similar situation here. No. Wasn't. Yeah,
it's one of those things where Jumy and Eba, again, they just want to they just want to spend more time with each other. That's all they want. They just want to spend more time with each other, and we are all here for it. As we are loading into our next game, we're going to be loading into El Dorado.
Oh, City of Gold.
Let's go.
What does Dorado mean, actually?
It means gold. Yeah,
just gold. So El Dorado is the gold.
Yeah.
Should it be Los Dorado?
What?
Los Dorados? Or something like that? Because you have Los Angeles, right? So the Angels. So
yeah, that's a little bit different though. Because the angels like they like being gold. like El Dorado, like Los Dorados.
El Los Dorado?
No,
El Los Dorado.
No, right? that's not how it works. That's
Los Dorado? The City of Gold? It's like because Los is city, right? Or is it not?
Let's go.
Anyway, we're gonna be continuing our best. We're gonna be continuing our best of 5 into a best of 7 into now a best of 9. I'm gonna be continuing our best of 5 into game number 6, where over here in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the bottom right, we have R. Here we go. We have R.
they can't see math.
He's like, I already won, mate. I already won. They're doing the math. This is the problem. They're doing math while playing. They're gonna lose here. No matter who wins, they both lose. Math, man. Anyway, regardless, here we have in the bottom right, in the blue, we have our blue Protoss player coming down from the land of Germany,
The reversal.
representing representing Streamer Zone as well as his sanity. He's fighting for the right to put a 4 in his name. He's currently up 4-1 in this best of 9. We have Jumy.
They're both terrible negotiators.
Yeah.
They're both just awful. And spawning in the one hand corner, we have this at the Zurich player from the land of the UK for the Platinum Heroes. It is Eva.
Look, we gotta hook him up with some counsel. We gotta. They didn't learn. The first thing you're supposed to do in a breakup, you lawyer up. Neither of them did that.
Is that what you do? What do you? What are you talking about?
That's what I was told you're supposed to do.
What do you mean?
Are you supposed to
lawyer up? You need to get a prenup as well. You need to make sure.
Are you supposed to go to the gym first?
I
know it's one of the two that you're supposed to do first. When when you're in a rocky relationship,
you take the kids.
Neither of them got a lawyer.
Just take them.
They're just negotiating amongst themselves. This is why it's so messy.
Gotta get it all. You gotta
hook them up.
You gotta get it all in writing. Okay, that's what we're learning here. Okay, you can't get an agreement for a best of 9 without getting it written down. Make sure that it's all on pen and paper. Right? That's binding. That's what it is.
Exactly. Make sure you have it signed in blood.
Wait.
Make sure you cut your palms open and then have that handshake.
Yeah. You gotta shake the hands.
Blood brother.
Yep. And then get like an infection because of that. Just touching open wounds. Oh no. Double Stargate.
And make sure it's Double Stargate coming out here from Jumy. He is not holding anything back. I'm waiting to see if we have a fleet beacon, but only time will tell. You gotta have the pipe. Both gotta smoke from the same pipe.
And here we go. As Jumy, oh my god, calm down, Jumy, calm down. As does open Double Stargate. Meanwhile, Eba rushing into a very early lair, sub 4-minute lair timing out of Eba. Double Stargate, I would imagine Mass Phoenix out of Jumy. There we go. Phoenix production has begun.
Yeah. I just want to point out, by the way, the drama is not contained just to the maps. We have them in chat now.
Oh no.
We have them live. What do you have to say for yourself?
Oh no. We can get into that after this use. We'll get into there's a lot to delve into.
We'll bring him in for the interview.
Ooh, as for now, we are going to be getting into some Dropper Lords here. Okay, so it is going to be a Dropper Lord based all in by Eba, a German taxi, if you will, as Queens are amassing a Dropper Lord. Oh my god, I assume it was Dropper Lords, never mind. He's changing his mind. He's going for the Nidus.
Yeah, you know what? Nidus can't be hit by Phoenixes.
Now, I already see a world. I'm a little bit concerned here if this Overlord goes down ahead of time and the Nidus is denied. Meanwhile, Adepts do get across the map, and so far there's nothing here to defend, only Queens. Oh no.
Yeah, Adepts gonna be splitting themselves up, and good target firing coming out from Jumy. A lot of them going down. More importantly, does he scout the Nidus?
I mean, there's no lings. There's no lings to speak of. There's no roaches. There's nothing here. Only Queens to defend. They're having a hard time. 12 drones going to be going down. Adepts say shade towards the third base. Jumy, he's not done.
No, he is not. 13 drones go down. And if he didn't see the Nidus before, he does now.
Exactly. Void Ray is on the way. He does find the Overlord. The Nidus is denied. And from here, Jumy, he has map control, and there's just nothing to counterattack. Again, it's only Queen. That's all there is. Queens and drones.
Nothing but Queen.
Oh no. It's a fake.
It's a fake out. Hell yeah.
Oh,
this
God.
This is how you save face.
Exactly.
That's a life hack for all of you back home.
Yeah, I meant to be scouted. I meant to lose all the drones.
I was testing you.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. You failed the test. Why are you killing me? Oh no.
Yeah, Eba now gonna have to scramble to not only expand, but also defend at the same time, which it's a pretty tough ask after losing that many drones.
Yeah, he's trying to resaturate his bases. We have more workers going down, overlords as well, and Jumy, he's amassing Void Rays, going to charge us as well. Charge Void Ray, not a composition you see too often here, but Jumy, he has a lot of freedom to kind of take it which way he pleases. Phoenixes are going to be going down to the Spores, so some losses here and there, and Eba, he still commits, he goes for the Nidus.
What's he gonna attack? Oh, is he gonna... Is he gonna mine out?
He can expand, he can take the base.
He can take the base and then mine out. He's got drones nearby.
Yeah, as the Void Rays have arrived, they knock down the forward expansion. Likewise, Adept's knocking down the other fourth base as well. And Eba, he's being denied his bases.
For now. Drones go into Nidus and they're gonna pop out. They're rallied straight towards the gold. Yo, he's not gonna... No, he still needs to build a hatchery there, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess he can go back into the Nidus and then just go back and forth. I don't know if we thought this through here, as the wall is still up and running. The Queens are lifted. Void Rays, they go ham. One Void Ray is going to go down. Clutch Transfuse here with the power to transfuse. Eba, he's holding on.
Yeah, Jumy is pseudo-sandwiching. Juma. That's his final form.
No.
He went from Board Jumy to Ajuma.
He's going full Ajuma, Fabian. No.
The K-drama transition is complete.
As he gets in, he busts through. Oh my god.
He busts through into Immortal. So,
hey.
But now the Hydra's out.
Yeah, the Hydras are out. The Queens are out as well. I wasn't even noticing that Eba, he was amassing Hydras. He does have a threatening army, and that's a lot of Queens. That's a lot of Transfuse.
Yeah, this is actually starting to look pretty scary for Jumy. If he doesn't have Storm out yet, it's almost done though. One good Storm puts a stop to things, but that's a lot easier said than done. Another Nidus is popping out. Phoenix is not going to be too useful over here.
And not too useful, but the Queens, they're waddling in. Nidus Worm is going to finish up to spread that creep to allow for Transfuse, and the Queens are pushing towards that expansion, but the Storm is done.
Storm is done, but it's not a lot here back at home to take advantage of Storm. Storm does land. We got a lot of Transfuse, but a lot more Storm.
Yeah, the Storms do connect, but the Queens, they're breaking on through. The natural base is being broken. At the same time, Zelt's wreaking havoc across the map.
Yeah, if Eba wasn't all in before, he absolutely is now. And he's still got a pretty powerful army. He's still got a lot of Queens. You know, they did get their Transfuse taken down, but they're still alive.
Yeah, they are still alive. Nidus Worm is going to be sniped, so there's going to be no way back home. But what is the army that Jumy's building up? I mean, he has more bases, right? He has these northern expansions. He's throwing down more production. Cannons are on the way. Robos as well. Looks like Jumy, he's willing to just sacrifice his natural. He's willing to lose the main base, but he has backup bases nonetheless.
Yeah, will he be able to reinforce them in time, though? That's going to be the question, because the main is completely forfeited at this point. There's a decent, actually not that much production here. There's tech, but not production.
Yeah, with the loss of that Templar Archives, that means no more High Templar. Meanwhile, Jumy, he should be able to escape. Yeah, he does get out of the natural. He can wander back in towards the third, but the main base is going to be shut down. The Nidus Worm is going to be cleaned up behind this, and again, there's no backup Nidus back at home. He's expanding.
May as well. Yeah, may as well take your opponent's base. Yeah, I mean, he's not gonna use it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the expansion is being taken. We can see Jumy threatening a dive, or at least trying to keep the army pinned into the main. He has plenty of feedbacks.
Yeah, he wants that choke point. He wants to nail the Storm.
No Transfuse, no creep. True.
Yeah, no creep. Yeah, he's just waiting. He's just waiting for it.
Yeah, there we go.
Like so.
Storm on the ramp. We got feedbacks as well. Oh my god, he goes through the storm! Oh my god.
One of the most painful ramps I think I've ever seen. So many storms gonna be landing left and right. We do have creep over here though, so Transfuse is available. The Queens are so low. but they're alive, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, they tank the storms. They barely break through. They break out of the expansion. At the same time, Ling Hydra hitting the northern base, but we do have reinforcements piling in here. We have Zealots. We still have more storms. We still have more immortals as well. And Jumy, he does hold on. Eba, though, he is warding. He's breaking out. He does get eyes on the would-be expansion. He can't deny it.
Yeah, he's gonna. I mean, what does Jumy really have to contest this?
Yeah, just not enough. The base does go down. Jumy's building up, but a big factor here is the side defense, the cannons, the shield batteries. Because of that, Eba can't break through it. Eba, he's going back home. He's droning.
Yeah, kind of has to at this point. It's kind of knocked them both down into equal footing. Well, I say equal.
Oh, no.
Jumy still has
the
higher. Oh,
no transfuse.
No transfuse. Oh, the Zealots having an absolute field day on top of those queens. A couple of storms gonna be zoning away some of these hydras, and yeah, I was gonna say Jumy having the better economy and now also having the better army.
Yeah, he's building up to 5 immortals. He has Storm, he has Archons, he has Chargelets. He's getting his third base. Eba, he is up on bases, but the drone count is not what it needs to be. And Zealots, oh, they do go for a big counterattack thanks to that proxy. Drones are going down to the queens. They get caught out.
They all go down. They all fall down. No transfuse, no big tanky units. These hydras are in a lot of trouble. One good storm, and they're done.
Yeah, exactly. One storm is going to be all it takes here to bring down Eba. Eba does have a high Hydra count, and there is only one high Templar. Bear that in mind. So Eba, he can try to engage with that concave across the map. I forgot about the hatchery. He does reinforce with some Hydras, but the hatchery is going to get caught out.
Yeah, forces units to be warped in back home instead of across the map, so it's something.
Yeah, storms, they do fan out. One immortal goes down. The boys are being pulled.
Yeah, some good dodge on the storms here from Eba, and yeah, actually, it's going to be enough to take out this army.
Yeah, exactly. Again, the boys are pulled just in time. Very nice surround. Eba, he does hold. He does shut down the army. But at a cost, Eba, his drone count, his economy is still in the gutter here. The question, the question mark.
Just, bruh.
Oh, no. The double question.
Yeah.
Oh my god. As I mean, Eba did win that fight, and he's going for a counterattack, but alas, that's a lot of high tempo, that's a lot of storms.
And he's just chilling, he's getting ready, you know? I mean, this is the story of the game, right? It's both of them winning the battles when they're defenders, but neither of them really able to clutch things out when they go across the map. Jumy playing with one hand, the other hand eating a kebab.
Let's go. Mate, Jumy's eating right. Let's go. He's having his Christmas dinner. Eba coming in with those flanking hydras as he comes in. Big shout out to Percival in the chat. Annyeong haseyo. Happy New Year's all that are joining us here. Welcome to the Duckling Showdown. GG gets called, and Jumy, he will take the best of 9, 5-1.
Friendship prevails in the end. GG. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, I was worried I wasn't gonna be available today, but I'm glad I was in the end, because that was a magical best of 9 that we just witnessed.
That was a magical moment here between both Eba and Jumy, and there is a fairy tale ending to this story, because I do know that Eba and Jumy, they did rock up in the chat, but what is important is, as you were mentioning at the time, these were replays submitted to us. They were played ahead of time, and it was after this series, after this match between the two of them, that they did actually join forces and play in the 3v3 tournament that Wardy did host a couple of days ago. So the friendship was mended, and they spent all night together.
Balance has been restored.
Beautiful. Let's go. See, if he played any other race, with his IQ, he would be bronze. Oh no. We're going full Sundari in the chat, Papi. Oh my god. He's like,
It's not fully over yet, but you know. We're mending things.
Your brain is so small,
yet.
Baka. Oh no.
It's that your brain is so small. You need me to do the thinking for you. Huh? Why don't I do the thinking for you, huh?
Shaking my head. But a big shout again, thank you so much to Percival for the raid. I hope you'll be at a great stream, had a great time. Welcome as well. And also a shout out to Shiva Blaster in the chat for resubscribing for 37 months. Big shout out to Shiva Blaster. Thank you so much for the resubscription. Happy New Year.
Yeah, hearts in the chat. Shout out to everyone joining us for the new year, for the Duckling Showdown. That was one, as Kuro was pointing out, that was one long best of 5 that we just witnessed. But we're not done. Because while we may have had what was arguably the main event of the evening, we still have one more series left ahead of us. And honestly, I'm not going to lie, I didn't think it was possible, but the series that I've been even more excited for than Iba versus 4 Jumy are about to have a PvP, an actual PvP this time, an NA battle, Estrella versus Trigger.
Let us go. Here we go. And again, Estrella and Trigger, they have been of course at the top of the NA region for quite some time. Also, as you mentioned, right, there's not as much of a story behind this as there was behind Jumy versus Iba. You know, the tension has been building up between Jumy and Iba for the past like half a year at this point, to reach boiling point at this point. Yeah, it has been bubbling up and since has erupted. But Trigger and Estrella as well, you know, good friends. They did, of course, spend time in Korea earlier this year. Have been both improving quite a lot.